In today's GTA 6 leaks, fans delve deep into the game's wanted system, envisioning a dynamic and immersive law enforcement experience. From minor offenses to a state of emergency, each wanted level brings escalating challenges and responses from the authorities. Meanwhile, a new motion capture pattern hints at advancements in character animation, promising more realistic movements in-game. Additionally, speculation abounds about the integration of DLC cars as accurately priced NPCs vehicles, adding further depth to the immersive world of GTA 6. What are your thoughts on these exciting developments? Share your ideas and evidence as we eagerly await more revelations about the highly anticipated game. Subscribe and I will give away multiple GTA 6 copies once it comes out. Thank you and let's go! So let's start off with GTA 6 Trailer 1 Real Life Fan-Made, and if you want to check it out, you could check out on this Reddit Project Twice, or I bet it is already on the YouTube by Andrew and Jacob. If you can search it probably right there if you want to. I already checked it out, and if you like to, you can check it out by yourself. Next up, GTA 6 first gameplay trailer look-alike. Yeah, it's not the GTA 6 trailer, it's a look-alike, and if you know, you know, it is actually a Battlefield, so that's what we have right here. Next up, overhaul to the traditional GTA Wanted system. Here's my idea for the Wanted system, feel free to give your thoughts. Minor offenses 1 star, the player attracts the attention of the local law enforcement agency based on the area and severity of the crime. For example, driving on the wrong side of the highway might prompt a response from the Lady the Highway Patrol, while a bar fight in a rural town could summon the Leonard County Sheriff Department. Police officers attempt to apprehend the player using non-lethal force such as tasers or batons. And in instances where you act in self-defense, you'll only be told to vacate the area so they can perform medical treatment and to call EMS. Misdemeanors 2 stars, continued criminal activity or some serious offenses like robbery or assault bring additional law enforcement agencies into play. For instance, the Vice-Dale County the police department might join the pursuit in suburban areas, while the Vice City Police Department responds within the city limits. Police become more aggressive in their pursuit, utilizing spike strips, roadblocks, helicopters, and canine units to chase the player down. Felony Pursuit 3 stars. Specialized units such as SWAT teams and federal agents are deployed to capture or kill the player in hostage situations, or if the player is heavily armed and or in building. The Port Gellhorn Police Department handles maritime crimes. Police tactics escalate with aggressive pursuit and increased use of lethal force. County Lockdown 4 stars. The player becomes a top priority for law enforcement with coordinated efforts between local police department, news, and the FIB. The counties goes on lockdown with intensified roadblocks, checkpoints, and undercover agents to conduct surveillance. State of emergency 5 stars. The entire state of Lanida goes on lockdown as the military collaborates with law enforcement agencies and the FIB. You are now public enemy number 1. The military will deploy armored vehicles, drones, military helicopters, and members of the special forces to track down and arrest or kill the player. Cooldown period. After the player loses their wanted level, the AI should exhibit more realistic behavior rather than instantly forgetting about the pursuit. Here's how the cooldown period could work. 1 star. After losing a 1-star wanted level, law enforcement AI should cease pursuit immediately. Officers return to their regular patrol routes and ignore the player unless they commit another crime in the vicinity. 2 stars. With a 2-star wanted level, the police AI maintains a heightened state of awareness in the player's vicinity for a short period. Officers may keep an eye on the area where the crime occurred and respond more quickly and with backup to subsequent offenses by the player. 3 stars. Losing a 3-star wanted level triggers a more prolonged cooldown period, during which law enforcement agencies remain on high alert in affected city. Patrols are intensified and officers actively search for any signs of the player's presence for the next in-game day. 4 stars. After losing a 4-star wanted level, the county undergoes increased surveillance and security measures for up to 2 in-game days. Law enforcement agencies conduct targeted searches and maintain roadblocks in key areas. 5 stars. Following the loss of a 5 stars wanted level, the state of Leonida experiences a state of emergency for a maximum of 3 in-game days. Military and law enforcement agencies continue to patrol heavily, employing search teams to locate a player. However, the intensity gradually decreases over time as the cooldown period progresses. What would this heightened surveillance past losing your wanted level entail? Most of the GT game is fucking around, causing havoc outside of the missions. You talked about difficulty in avoiding detection past losing the wanted level. Depending on the severity and radius of the surveillance, it could be really annoying to have to deal with 2-3 in-game days and might just stifle the very fun GTA is about. The devil's in the details. Motion capture patents. Someone in GTA forum found another patent, but this time is about the motion capture and what do exactly where description says. A system and method for motion capture to effectively render in-game objects, including characters. In some embodiments, the motion capture includes a machine learning model that can take as inputs information about the hand pose of a person from multiple sensors over a period of time and generates a highly probable hand pose prediction from that information. Based on what it learns from a previous captured dataset of high quality sample motion capture, the system and methods described herein overcome the precision conventional optical market pipeline for the case of finger movement, where the slightest impression yields results that are not good enough for production. So well, maybe this is not affecting much about the game itself, but that says much about the many AI patents use it for this and how compromised they are to go. Even one of the creators was promoted to Vice President R&D since 2022. OG Discover is Shahir654 in GT Forum, so congrats to this discovery, bro. Really interesting. I'm pretty sure this shot also shows this patent in action, and which may be why this animation is so fluid. As the patent also mentions, the traditional methods of using the optical market pipeline can be prone to inaccuracies due to the limitations in marker placement on the actors and tracking, so it utilizes multiple sensors to capture motion data rather than variable optical marker sensors. So at least one variable optical marker sensor needs to be received and normalized. So what is probably happening in this cutscene is that the hand and finger positions may be influenced from other collected data from the pre-existing datasets, detecting at least one pattern by the generated language model, and then that utilizes the invert kinematics algorithm to calculate the rotation of each joint in the finger skeleton that would best match the captured movement data, so the system can accurately reconstruct the positions of the finger skeletons in real time, while taking constraints such as joint limits and anatomical considerations, estimating the positions of the hand, the lengths of the hand, pinky and the fingers, and accurately lining the segment according to the patent. This will be the first game that I will get 100% and maxing out. I've never played a game where I wanted to get 100%. I've played all of the previous GTA titles, but was never interested in getting 100%. I think this game will be different. Anybody else agree on this one? DLCs becoming NPC cars. I speculated that all the cars Rockstar has added to 5 Online and after the release of online DLCs will become accurately priced NPC cars. In the trailer, we spotted a lot of cars that were added after the release of the online being driven by NPCs. To give a few examples, both the Grotti Cheetah Classic and the Fister S2 Cabrio were both added into the game after the release of online. Do you think this will be true? Do you have any more ideas or evidence that I didn't cover? Please share. Of course, some of the cars in GTA Online will make it to the GTA 6. It is the same universe and seems to take place at the same time. Cars from previous versions of GTA game made their way into the GTA 5 and GTA Online, so it is as close to 30 as we can get. That's all the information we got for today's video, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.